Our team coverage now, turning back to the legal aspects of the case and what is next.
Loyola law school professor Jessica Levinson is joining us now live. Good morning to you. Thanks for being back with us. Many expected a gag order in this case, but the judge actually surprised a lot of people by choosing not to impose one, even though Trump had disparaged the judge himself both before and after the arraignment. What do you make of that?
So it's always a really sensitive and delicate decision to impose a gag order because on the one hand, you're thinking about the proceedings and you're thinking about safety and you want to make sure that the proceedings continue in a certain level of decorum. On the other hand, you're talking about limiting somebody's speech. It's the government saying to somebody, don't talk on this issue. So that's a very serious consideration. I think the judge determined that he didn't want to be the one, in part, to say to the former president, you can't talk on these topics, because we know exactly what the former president would have said immediately, which is, see, the government is censoring me. This is all about suppressing my speech. And in a way, there's really no win when it comes to this gag order. We heard last night what Trump said, even though the judge had admonished everybody to use a certain level of rhetoric and a certain tenor, and that fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially he didn't just go after the judge. He went after the judge's wife, children, you know, and we're in such a politically divided atmosphere that can be very scary when you look at some of the other hatred and things that have happened in this country. Jessica, I do want to talk about the future. You know, this case, it's not, I think people think it's like Law and Order, like we're just going to all of a sudden make it through the case very, very quickly. We've got 7 or 8 months of this, but in the short term, Trump's attorneys can file some pretrial motions. What do you expect to see when it comes to those?
So I think very generally they're going to try and get the case thrown out. They're going to say that this case simply can't proceed, that there's no reason to come back in December because, and they may argue that there is a statute of limitations here. We know that the statute of limitations typically is 5 years. We also know that there's an exception when you've been, quote, continuously out of the state, an exception to the statute of limitations in New York. I think that we'll also expect the defense to argue in this case that the prosecutor doesn't have the power, for instance, to allege that these misdemeanor counts should be bumped up to a felony, claiming that either he won't be able to prove intent, or that he doesn't have the power to charge a former federal candidate with state election crimes, or that as a state prosecutor, he doesn't have the power to hook these state charges of falsification of business records to federal crimes. So I think that's part of what we'll see with the defense, and part of what we'll see short term is them trying to get this case tossed out before it proceeds any further.
You know, it's interesting to see those few photos that were released, because he didn't just bring his legal team inside the courtroom. He also brought his longtime political advisor, Boris Epshteyn. He happens to be an attorney, but he's actually not working on this case. What should we take from that?
I think with so many things involving the law when it comes to the former president, it also involves politics. And to a certain extent, that's normal. When you're running for the presidency, everything will be mixed in with politics. But what we see here is that in a lot of cases, the former president is making political arguments that are kind of disguised as legal arguments. And I think for all of us watching these proceedings as they do move forward, we need to really key into the difference between what is said outside of the court, where there are fewer consequences for embellishing or lying, and what is said inside the court by Trump and his attorneys, where there are more consequences for mischaracterizing or for outright lying.
That's a good point.
Yeah, great insight. Jessica, thank you. Appreciate your time as always. And stay with KCAL News Mornings for the latest on the charges and the reaction. You can also track updates 24/7 streaming on CBS News Los Angeles.